Here lay the Savior inside a manger. Oh, what a glorious night. Oh, what a glorious night. I hear the angels singing, hallelujah, let the earth receive her King. I know the Lord has come. Sing it out, Jesus Christ is born. Jesus Christ is born. The shepherds wondered, they couldn't hide it, told everyone in sight. All were amazed when they heard how God came down on the glorious night. God came down on this glorious night. I hear the angels singing, hallelujah, let the earth receive her King. I know that love has come. Sing it out, Jesus Christ is born. Jesus Christ is born. Glorious, glorious, what a glorious night. Glorious, glorious, what a glorious night. I hear the angels singing, hallelujah, let the earth receive her King. I know that love has come. Sing it out, Jesus Christ is born. I hear the angels singing, hallelujah, let the earth receive her King. I know that love has come. Sing it out, Jesus Christ is born. I heard that Jesus Christ is born. Yeah, yeah, all is calm now, all is quiet, a star shining in the sky. Below in Bethlehem, the King is sleeping. Oh, what a glorious night. Oh, what a glorious night.
The night before Christmas. 'Twas the night before Christmas, when all through the house not a creature was stirring, not even a mouse. The stockings were hung by the chimney with care, in hopes that St. Nicholas soon would be there. The children were nestled all snug in their beds, while visions of sugar plums danced in their heads. And Mama in her kerchief and I in my cap had just settled down for a long winter's nap. When, out on the lawn, there arose such a clatter, I sprang from my bed to see what was the matter. Away to the window I flew like a flash, tore open the shutters and threw up the sash. When, what to my wondering eyes should appear but a miniature sleigh and 8 tiny reindeer, with a little old driver so lively and quick, I knew in a moment it must be Saint Nick. More rapid than eagles his courses they came, and he whistled and shouted and called them by name. Everyone together. Now Dasher, now Dancer, now Prancer and Vixen. On Comet, on Cupid, on Donner and Blitzen. To the top of the porch, to the top of the wall. Now dash away, dash away, dash away, oh! As dry leaves before the wild hurricane fly, when they meet with an obstacle, mount to the sky. So, up to the housetop, his coursers they flew, with a sleigh full of toys and St. Nicholas. And then in a twinkling I heard on the roof the prancing and pawing of each little hoof. As I drew in my head and was turning around, down the chimney St. Nicholas came with a bound. He was dressed all in fur, from his head to his foot, and his clothes were all tarnished with ashes and soot. A bundle of toys he had flung on his back, and he looked like a peddler just opening his
I can't see.
That's okay. His eyes, how they twinkled. His dimples, how merry. His cheeks were like roses, his nose like a cherry. His droll little mouth was drawn up like a bow, and the beard of his chin was as white as the snow. The stump of a pipe he held tight in his teeth, and the smoke, it encircled his head like a wreath. He had a broad face and a round little belly that shook when he laughed like a bowl full of jelly. He was chubby and plump, a right jolly old elf, and I laughed when I saw him in spite of myself. A wink of his eye and a twist of his head soon gave me to know I had nothing to dread. He spoke not a word, but went straight to his work, and he filled all the stockings and turned with a jerk, and laying a finger alongside his nose and giving a nod, up the chimney he rose. He sprang to his sleigh, to his team gave a whistle, and away they all flew like the down of a thistle. But I heard him exclaim as he drove out of sight,
Happy Christmas to all a good night.
We've been talking about Advent. What does Advent mean? Jessalyn?
We're waiting for baby Jesus to be born.
That's right. And all those years ago, baby Jesus was born. But each year, he's born in our
Heart.
That's right. Because he's the greatest gift that the world ever was given. And so we'll light our last candle today. We have our blue candle, which is the candle of
Oh, promise.
promise. And what was the what was the promise that God gave his people?
Hope.
The promise was that he would send a rescuing king. Why did the world need a rescuing king?
Because there were bad guys everywhere.
Yeah, there was no love in the world. And Jesus came to be our rescuing king, to show us what love is. And so Jesus came to earth because that promise gave God's people, Declan, what's the green one?
Hope.
Hope. And that hope was God's love. And that love was in the form of a tiny baby who became the light of the world. Oh, don't blow it out yet, Declan. And that light of the world, please don't blow it out. That's okay. That's okay. I'll tell you when it's time to blow it out, okay, Declan? That's okay. That tiny baby full of love became a light in the world. Oops. Oh, we are having some trouble here.
You got mine.
That's okay.
No, I didn't get you.
That tiny baby was the light in the world.
Ow, you just burned me.
That's okay. Safety first, folks. There we go. And then tonight, it's Christmas Eve, and we light Declan, Batten. Please stop blowing it out. Which one do we light last?
Right.
Which is?
Baby Jesus.
Baby Jesus, that's right.
I want to hurt it.
All
You
right.
get it like that.
Careful.
No.
Let's have a prayer. Bow your heads.
Completed.
Completed. Dear God, thank you for this special day. Thank you for Advent and for the love that we have in our hearts to share with others. Thank you for our family and our friends. Be with them and be with the people who aren't with anyone today or tomorrow. We ask that you would give them peace in their hearts, comfort them, and thank you for your love. And all God's children said,
Amen.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas.
Tiny angels, Christmas angels, try to sleep. Don't let Santa hear the sounds of little feet. And now it's time to close your eyes and drift away until you wake tomorrow and it's Christmas Day. Tiny angels, I have heard you in the night, whispering with bright eyes shining in the light. Mommy, when is it Christmas? Will it soon be here? Well, my darlings, it's very, very near. As near to you, my angels, since you came to me. On Christmas Day and every day's the same for me. The only gifts that I could want are you, my darlings. Tiny angels, Christmas angels in the night. May Santa bring you all the gifts you wish tonight. And someday when you have tiny angels too, I hope you find the joy I found in you. You've changed my world, my angels, since you came to me. Now Christmas Day and every day's the same for me. The only gifts that I can want are you, my angels. Tiny angels, Christmas angels, try to sleep. Don't let Santa hear the sounds of little feet. And now it's time to close your eyes and drift away until you wake tomorrow and it's Christmas Day. Merry Christmas, tiny angels.
Merry Christmas, Mommy. Merry